all of my soldiers straight. If I tell them to shoot, then they gon' shoot, and they ain't even asking what soul to take. You see Noodle and crew, then you better move, cause your team, they're about to dissipate. Get round to your top, and to your bottom, your body resemble a number 8. Noodle, pass me the gun, I'ma shoot him too. Put rounds in his chest like a hula hoop. If Doodle gon' vote, then I'm voting too. We don't keep no imposters among us, dude. I'm loyal to my dog like he Marmaduke, and I'm taking a shot like Ciroc for you. Said I'm loyal to my dog like he Marmaduke, and I'm taking a shot like Ciroc for you. This is the channel of Noodleton. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy, you one of us. It's a Pokemon race, how we run them up. This is the channel of Noodleton. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy, you one of us. It's a Pokemon race, how we run them up.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
This is the channel of Noodleton. We dropping bombs, yeah, we nuking them. Feel like a tank, how we shooting them. Sound like a movie, no cinema. This rated R ain't no Disney Plus. Subscribe to the channel, let's run it up. Now that you here, boy.
Hey everyone, welcome in. Today we've got Calamity League 1 NA. It's going to be 1 versus RL. Joined with Sir Tubbins, so welcome in, Tubbins.
Yep, glad to be here. This should be a good match. Hopefully, there's a lot of a little bit on stake for this match, so I think it should be fairly close.
Yeah, I mean, you know, looking at the rankings and such, you know, everybody's pretty well tied except for Immortals. They're undefeated at the top, and then everybody except for the bottom 2, I believe, are all tied. I don't really know how they're going to do it. From the way it looks, the winner of this match will probably proceed to the tournament. The loser may not make it.
Yeah, it depends on what happens in the last Panda match. But
Yeah.
it's they all kind of, ironically enough, have gone and beat each other. Like one beat Decoy, right, and then one lost to Panda.
Right.
And then Decoy beat Panda, right. It's been one way, and then RL beat Panda. Right, so it's been they're all kind of glumped there. So it's there's a lot on the line for this one because only 4 teams go in, right? Opposed to just everybody like we used to do in doing GTL, where everybody going. It's going to be 4 on 4. So it's a big match. It should be close. I mean, I think 1 NA they've shown really like when they play Decoy, they look really really good. When they play Panda, so much. So I don't always know what you're going to get with them. And RL, the same kind of thing. Go and play Panda, and they played really really well. And then I think other games they haven't looked so good.
Yeah, I mean, earlier in the season, I know we streamed some RL matches. They didn't look too good, right? They were coming off of, like, I guess basically being pretty inactive. I know they've had some matches, right, under the belt. They've played some scrims. I've noticed later in the season they've started to play a little better. So we'll see what happens tonight. I think it'll be a good game.
One also, some of these guys played before. So sometimes that's a double-edged sword, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, depending, you know.
Like earlier in the day, they got a loss to what Decoy, so hopefully that doesn't have a negative effect on their play tonight.
I'd be honest with you, I think if I lost, I would probably play better at the end.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, it would force you to
I guess it
drop.
depends on how you lost, but I mean, it was close, you know, they, you know, it was a good match between them and Decoy. Kind of weird, different rules in that CTW highway tiebreaker, you know, it's...
Yeah.
Kind of wacky, you know, but...
All right, well, they got some stuff going on in the chat. Looks like they're going to do the map bans. RL's going to ban Cliff, and 1 is going to ban Ghost Town. and it's going to be RL's map pick first.
Oh, one band Ghost Town. That's interesting. It must be paying attention.
Yep.
For those who don't know, RL always picks Ghost Town. That's their map. So, get my stuff set up here. Gonna right into this one. Good. Yeah, they're just waiting to get. They're looking to just get one more guy in here. RL banned Cliff. That's kind of surprising, actually. One playing Cliff before. One's been playing Cliff a lot. Stream.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick, right? I think one plays Cliff, fairly decent, right? They're not a weak team on Cliff by no means. RL probably doesn't ever practice that map. Haven't played it in any comp that I've seen, so I don't think it's a bad ban. And I'm sure one has noticed that RL picks Ghost Town a lot. They've played a lot of Ghost Town. So yeah,
Yeah, they always play Ghost Town.
good bans from both teams, I think. We still don't have a map pick from RL. Don't know what they're gonna. I mean,
Well,
he
they
is
can
the
just put it
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say he's the host. He might not say it. He might just put it up. So
Get battling. Let's go. Looks like both teams. I mean, I don't know all the one NA's team, but it looks like they got a pretty decent, pretty big hitters. I know, we see Koza, Dodger Blue. Idols is a really good player. The other guy, Reality, is pretty good, in my opinion at least.
yeah,
So
for sure.
they got a few of their top guys, and it looks like RL's got their top squad as far as I can tell. They usually play, yeah, that's all the guys they usually play. So. And RL's gonna go proc. That actually kind of surprises me. I actually think one is relatively strong on proc. You'll see usually one when they play proc, they actually go more Valor instead of Chieftains. And it usually gives the other team actually a bigger problem with the Valors on the ridge. So that kind of surprises me. But we'll see. Maybe RL's got a plan.
All right, and one is elected to just stay on attack, so we should be getting some tank picks soon.
Yeah, I
Proc's
usually
a
don't see team switch.
Proc's a pretty fun map to play, and it's a pretty fun map to stream. You can pretty well see the whole map. Um, teams play this thing crazy, man. Some people go down one, some people go down the right side for the B cap. Some people play the long game and just kind of camp and wait and let the defense team do some craziness. I don't know, man. I just never know really what to expect out of teams on this map anymore.
I would think RL would have a plan, but like I said, I do feel that one's pretty good on proc.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen one pick proc a number of times, especially on the NA side, if I remember correctly. So I'm kind of surprised they went with that, or maybe they watched him play and they're like, "Hey, we can definitely beat this." We'll see. Surprised I actually see Talk to Me Goose in the light tank. I don't think he usually plays the light tank for them. I thought Black Mirror usually does. Goose has got a pretty good shot for them. He's usually in the TD in the back bin and shots.
Right.
So that's a little bit of a change. There's that one Valor. Expect him right outside the bowl or in the bowl. Both teams go on light tanks though. Two
Yeah.
VZs. Yeah, VZ can be feast or famine on this map too. I actually kind of like it. So two Valors, two VZs. The VZs behind Valors. I had to guess, but they're only going. Yeah, that's 7 tanks. So they're only going 1 CS and a light tank. That's not a lot of rotational power being on attack at all, but we'll see. This would be interesting. I think a lot is probably going to come down to light tank little battle here because they're both kind of going with not many mediums. But let's hope for a good match. Who gets to play? It's Turbo Tom, and why do you do this?
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yep. It looks like one's going with their main guys. I think Santa usually plays with them too. Big dog's in the chat, huh?
In the chat, the big dog.
That's it.
Just
There's only
completed the
one.
3 mark on the Avery. Big dog.
Did he?
Just posted it in the Discord.
That's not good.
Toxic.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. He loves that Hesh pins, man. He's all about it. All right, so we're gonna get right back. We'll get right into this one. On the side of one, we got 2 VZs, 2 Valors, CS, LT100, and Tron. On the side of our, we got 2 Chieftains, 3 IS7s, CS, and LT100. So pretty standard. I mean, I think you're gonna see. I think yesterday we kind of saw some oddball picks, C100s, chisels on defense on Himmelsdorf, stuff like that. I think you're not really gonna see that tonight. So pretty standard out of both teams, and we'll see what they'll do here. Proc's a good match. I mean, a good
Good map, yeah.
good map, yeah. Very trading fast rotations. It's been a staple in World of Tanks before console was even out, so better than Mali. Give it that.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Yeah, so it looks like the both light tanks are gonna go for a little scout run. Looks like Dodger Blue's probably going to go and probably sit over there like J0. I had to guess he doesn't have anybody cover him. They're going to put the Valor and usually the IS7 kind of spot over there at F6. And instead of RL leaving a Tehran back at A6, they're going to leave a CS. Cool.
Couple heavy
Both light
spotted
tanks
from
don't
both
take
sides.
damage. Yeah, it looked like the CS actually from RL had a shot on that light tank. Alyssa, he just missed it now. To be fair, I'm not picking on him. That's a tough shot. I can't hit that with my thumbs. I can't hit on anything else. The light tank's actually staying over here from one. Turbo's gonna try. Is he going into the bowl? Like, why?
Not the play.
Yeah, I mean, they bounced 3 shots too as he went into that bowl. He should be dead.
Yeah.
Now, I would say
RL's
that
gonna push. They're gonna push.
yeah, they're gonna push to one line. I don't really hate that. The only thing about this is that you don't have a bat for the clip to push that. And the other thing is that the guy's covering you is 1 shot. So really, reality's gonna see this. He's just gonna kill Turbo Time. Right, like they're just gonna kill Turbo Time. Goose is coming over there, or their light tanks over here to try to keep him out of that. But that's if you want to push into that bowl, I think you kind of wait. They're getting
they're getting lit up.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah,
double
RL's already got
VZ
2.
tearing.
Yeah, I mean the one thing like the VZs are on reload, and this is where I think RL not having a bat hurts. Like these guys are down for 20 seconds, and you just don't have the sustained firepower, especially if you shoot your light tank with IS7s. They're gonna get loaded.
Yeah, they got turbo
Light
time
tank
out of the
came
ball.
into-
Black Mirror's
Yeah.
taking it. VZs are gonna reload now, though. I mean, hopefully these IS7s can put in some damage for them, but I mean, it's not looking good.
Nah, Goose is kind of with the Goose is gonna have a fight with this light tank. If this light tank pins him here, he's probably just gonna stay out on pin him. He missed him, so we'll have a little light tank battle over here. Goose missed. If Goose can win this, maybe you can give him a little bit of hope, I would say. Oh wow, this is just everybody's just missing everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, I think Goose gave up on that. He's like, I'm just gonna get out of here. He eats one getting out though. And pretty much the only guy left on the one line is Russian RNG, and he's gonna go down. Dodger Blue is just gonna come over, kill him. He rotated all the way
CS,
from the
same
hill.
bounce. Went for the ram. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna probably get this cleaned up here.
Yeah, you just got Omega there, and you got Carr.
Honestly, had Turbo Time not taken that much damage on that bowl push, it could have maybe went a little bit different.
No. I'm sure no. You can't push with three IS7s or whatever they put. It's just, you're pushing into 3 tanks while you're taking shots going in there. You're letting the other team go. Like they had to see us in the back, right? You had the
Yeah, it
other
was a
guy
tough
had a light
push.
tank. Yeah, it's just not enough damage to get out tanks. Now, to be fair, right? I have a feeling that they were probably saying, "Hey, let's gamble it. We think one's going to play the other side with this lineup. Maybe they're going to leave one in the back. Let's take them out, right?" But the reality is that like there's no burst coming out of that, right? Like you can't just let VZ sit there and reload. But I'll do the side of RL. I'll give you the side of 1 tonight. So on the side of RL, you got Russian RNG and his IS-7, 2,900 damage. That he did good on the one line. I will give him that. Then you got Omega, who's a chieftain outside the bowl, who didn't go in 2,300 damage. Not a bad game out of him either, pinning the shots. Black Mirror and his IS-7 did get 1 kill on that one line, 1,100 damage. Really couldn't get anything else out. It's Turbo Time, who managed to put himself to one shot trying to go on the bowl. Was able to put out 800 damage, which honestly could. I'm surprised he didn't put up a donut. And then you got Carr, who was in the CS, who was kind of sitting in the back at A6, was only able to get 2 pins, 750. Then you got the other I7 that went down the one line, only 1 pin. He blew up real fast. Wolf ate the full Baran, VZ, Wrath. And then you got Goose, who actually wasn't able to pin any shots in the light tank. And that's unfortunate. Like I said, I think Goose usually does really, really good numbers for them in the back. But 1 is all you.
Over on one side, we got Reform Wheezy and the Terran with 37-37. Pretty good game there. Saint and the VZ55 with 34-54. Idle in the T95, the Unskin Valor. Or I'm sorry, the Unskin. I'm confusing myself. 2 kills, 2,500. Koza in the VZ with 24-33. Reality in the Valor with 3 kills, 1583. Led in the T100 LT. Much better game for the light tank on 1 kill, 1169 damage. And Dodger Blue in the CS63 with 1 kill, 422. Not bad. So GG's to 1. They're going to take the victory on that side. They're going to get side switched, and we should be ready to go.
Yeah, kind of really surprised by that with RL. Like, you think the light tank would have kind of... Like, you bring a light tank, why not just spot before you go? Right? Like, spot the other side. Like the thing about proc is, like, you can obviously spot the middle very easily, right? So, like, the light tank's just got to go left, or he's got to go right, and then you kind of have a gist of where the tanks are, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just kind of went. I mean, it's probably a whole different bowl game if they leave like 2 tanks over there and they put the other side. We're probably sitting here and going, whoa, you know, but they didn't. So kind of interesting, but that's usually standard. You know, people are gonna have people out. If you're gonna see a guy outside the bowl, like one-handed, you're gonna have a guy there to pump behind him, right?
Oh yeah.
Usually teams kind of set up when you play attack, and they'll wait like 4 minutes, see what they can do, see if you do something funky, and then they'll kind of play, right? So. Where's your giveaway, Gambit? I'm still waiting on my points, dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting on something to be able to
I'm
spend
waiting
my
on those
points
points, man.
Gambit.
Oh, we're going right in. Oh, okay. Read chat for 2 seconds. We're already going in. All right. So inside of RL, we're going to have 2 Chieftains IS-7, 2 Bats CS, T100 LT. Goose is back in the light tank. On the side of 1, pretty much same lineup. You got 2 VZs, 2 Valor CS, light tank, and I can't see that thing. I got to move the guy's name out of my way, and a Tron. So yeah, I think that's the same exact lineup and the same exact players out of 1, if I am remembering correctly in RL. Now, be interesting to see if RL kind of goes somewhere with this, but I also think that like this, maybe switch a Chieftain out for the I7 probably would have been a better line to do what they just did. We'll see how this one goes. I would like to see RL bounce back from this. Make this interesting. You know, their pick. You really don't want to lose 2-0 on your pick, at least now with this. You know, it's not the end of the world. It is the best of 7, and they're going to get 2 picks as long as they don't get swept anyway.
For sure.
It looks like they're kind of doing 1, sending Dodger Blue kind of by himself. We'll have the Toronto covering. I think it looks like Dodger Blue is going to go to A0. Kind of interesting. You're going to send Dodger Blue to A. Oh, if he goes there, or is he going to stay in the river? Oh, put in a CS in the river. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if he could actually spot that hill early. So they're kind of just leaving the terrain and the CS over here. Oh, no, he's going up.
He was able to get all the heavy spotted, but he did not spot the baddie in the CS.
Well, they were able to put a shot into the light tank. Every damage on a light tank when the other team's only got 1 is big, in my opinion, even if it's a little bit. Like, he's only got 1,500 health, so. It looks like Dodger Blue's going up there by himself. They got a CS in the bad chat here. You got Toronto covering. Now, I don't know where it's... What side is Goose on? Oh yeah, he's kind of on this side. That's kind of an interesting spot. I actually think if he gets spotted, Dodger Blue can just shoot him there. He's trying to get shots into a Val. That's going to be a tough shot for an LT. Now, the other thing is that if Idol sees that and he bounced that damage, only one tank's going to do that damage. That's going to let the light tank on the one line know, hey, he got free reign. So that one light tank is going to shut down the whole one line. And ironically enough, RL's got a bad chat on this one line, which I guess is just try to stop them from getting behind, their chieftains. But I think a bad chat can only do so much. I would rather see a heavy back there if you're going to leave a guy back there.
Yeah, for sure.
My 2 cents, though. Looks like Black Mirror got spotted on the hill. Well, why do you do this? I don't know why you do this did not, but they probably know he's not by himself.
He was spotted earlier. They know he's there.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think one's got an opportunity to probably make something else, but one has got, 2 VZs on the one line. So one is pretty much doing literally a kind of a mirror image of actually what they did on TAC, besides the Tehran has now moved into the middle of it, right? Light tank's moving from one. Kind of surprised by that. I figured we just... He's just keeping it, they're just blind shooting like that. He's just driving them crazy. Goose is probably going to have to go over there and try to spot that. The bad chat's trying to creep up to get shots. So if Goose does light him up, and maybe they get one from the chieftain and the track from the bad chat, maybe they can do some damage to this light. But I think if Goose is moving and the other guy's not, Goose is going to get spotted first. And we saw last match how quick the VZs can hand out damage. Very, very quick in a clip. Pretty decent gun. Definitely enough pin to pin a light tank out of it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful how he approaches this.
I mean, one's playing the time like they haven't bled any health at all, right? So.
Oh, he
Goose
took a
takes
shot.
a shot. That's a shot, boy. Idol's got it right in there.
Oh, they were able to
they
get.
did spot the light tank.
He fired.
I think it would be nice if Goose was actually still on the side, so now Goose could move up and play the bush game on him. They actually hit the light tank and tracks. Batchat did pin a shot. The light tank actually hit him across. What the? I think that was a light tank. Either that was a light tank or VZ could have rendered that. I don't know how he lost 500 though. Did he get hit with a Hesh in a light tank? I don't know. That's odd. But this is really playing into one's favor here because even though it's not a lot of HP, it's some HP. They're keeping them spotted. RL's not going to be able to make a real rotation without them kind of knowing. I mean, realistically, I think their play is, when you only got a Tehran, you really just want to, I would say their play is to really just get Dodger Blue out, have your heavy set up to hit A6, right? Leave a guy in the hill, whichever way the guy at A6 goes, where you can get Dodger Blue and you can get a Tehran out. I think is their play, right? I don't think they're not going to be able to go down the one.
Yeah, I mean, RL's being very cautious how they do this here.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you do have time on proc. The thing is that if you're going to have to get cap pressure without really, HP on the heavy tank, without them really bleeding here, you kind of want to get it going, I would say, sooner rather than later, where all the tanks are. Wheezy just fired. Dodger Blue is going to go light him up. These chieftains are going to have to shoot him, or the guys on the hill have got to shoot this Tehran. He's lit up. All right, they're going after Dodger Blue. They're just, Tehran got unspotted. That's good.
Yeah, he's about to get a shot in here.
He missed.
It was a miss. It was a miss.
It was a miss. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So I believe they're making the right call here. I like this. Get Dodger Blue out. Keep that Tehran spotted. These chieftains have got to be in a position, this IS-7, to shoot this Tehran. Why is this guy not getting shot? And now he's invisible again.
He's
spotted again.
Okay,
it's a bad
shots.
poke. I don't know why. I don't know why you go for that, but Kaz is coming in. Kaz is going to be spotted. They got free farm over here from this hill.
They got Wheezy down to a 1.
Do some damage. Yep, do some
Chieftain
damage.
might get him.
Kaz
Chieftain might get him.
Yep.
They got him. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Kaz is in reload. Now, RL's light tank is 1, but it's kind of surprising they're letting Kaza come back and take this spot, right? But I think you really kind of want to deny that. Not only that, some bounces. I got someone sent it. They moved these VZs in a tandem. That's a bad poke by Sandy, my opinion. But to his thing, because the guy poking shot Sandy, Wolf ate more damage. So that works. Oh, light tank might go down. He's tracked. He's tracked.
Chieftains are putting. Oh, but unfortunately, Turbo was looking at the wrong.
Shot across the map instead of just killing him. But
he was looking at the wrong
lucky
tank.
for him, Omega's actually got a good shot. RL's looking good here. I would like to see them keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure on these heavies. Like idols is you can 2v1 idols. You can just 2v1 idols.
Turbo and Omega are shooting
3v1
two
'em.
different tanks here.
Yeah, I don't know. This turbo guy is shooting more across the map instead of just shooting kind of what's in front of him. I noticed this map, but maybe that's their thing. Hey, I got him. Just hit everybody else. I have no idea, but it's
Yeah.
working. So
It's working.
all right. BZ's the only one left from one after they rotated them, which is nice. I think RL did everything pretty good.
Yeah.
That
RL
one.
played nice there. Nice rotations.
Yeah, maybe a little bit sooner would have been nice, but that's obviously hindsight. Streamer,
For sure.
picking on, in the game. You just lost one. You want to make sure you make the right thing. They were able to get the Tehran out. Kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised one even tried to put the VZs on this side. You think you just hold, let them have this side, go for the cap pressure underneath the tracks, right? Because once these VZs crossed, RL's just free to kill those heavies.
Oh, yeah, they
right?
just had a free farm on them, yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of just left those heavies uncovered, and once RL, I think, saw the VZs over there, which GG, game over. RL just said, okay, well, we don't have to play B-cap, and they just left. It went back to the hill. Wolf took some damage, but it didn't really matter. Kaza, I think he drowned himself.
He drowned himself, yeah.
Well, wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Nah.
Guess if you want to go out, you go out on your own terms, huh?
Oh, we're tied up. I mean, that's
it.
That's a good round for RL there. I mean, they played that smart. They made the rotations. Very well played.
So on the side of RL, we got Wolf, who actually, criticized for a bad poke, but that's a good game out of a batch. Had 2 kills, 3k damage. Omega and the Chieftain was hitting good shots, 2 kills, 3k damage. The other Chieftain is turbo time, shooting across the map, still handing out 2100. Why did Unison's batch at 2k? The IS7, at F6, 2 kills, 1700 damage. That's a solid game, 2 kills. Right, they were able to connect those shots. And then you got Black Mirror and CS, 1300 damage. And Talk to Me Goose, only 2 pins did go down, but I still think he did what he had to do.
For sure.
And on the side of one, that's all you. So.
Yep, we got Idle at the top with the Valor with 0 kills, 2187. Koza and the VZ55, 1 kill, 1755. Led in the light tank with 895. Reality in the Valor with 395. And then 3 goose eggs at the bottom out of Dodger Blue and a CS, Reform Wizzy and the Terran, and Saint in the VZ55, which never even fired a shot, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising Dodger didn't get damaged, but I think he kind of scrambled, tried to run away. That's why sometimes you kind of want to hold, but regardless, what is he going to get? 1 or 2 pennies? He's going to be in jump by 3 tanks. Wizzy just wasn't able to hit those shots. Now, those are no easy shots.
Nah.
By the way. And then, the VZ's kind of coming back. I don't think was the play. But maybe they thought, hey, they're going to keep pushing. Let's get over there. Because on the flip side, if RL did keep pushing and the VZ showed up there, they probably actually kill those mediums, right? Keep Wheezy alive, and it's a different ball game. But interesting pick out of here. I'm assuming this is 1, and they picked mines.
1 pick mines, so this would be their pick. Yep.
Yeah, I think this could be a strong map. I think the way that 1 plays mines should, in theory, be a strong map for them. But I haven't seen them play mines too much, right? Because this is a big, small trading map, right? Fast rotations. 1 loves its CSs. They love to play fast. VZs are good on this map. CSs are good on this map. Terrans are good on this map. This is all what they like to play. As I say, that looks like both teams are kind of just picking
the same tanks. Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Nice to see RL come back from that. I think that's a statement saying, yeah, we can play, right? We can play you tonight. Now on the flip side, RL does have the last map pick, and hopefully they've got something bag for that. So I would say that this isn't, you want to split this if you're RL, right? I think if RL splits this, it's a big win for them. They go down 0-2, obviously that's tough, right?
Well, I mean, if you're RL, you want to take both, right? You want to go into the
next. Well,
obviously,
you want to take both. You want the whole cake, but you
at the very minimum,
good things too.
Yeah, for sure. At the very minimum, they get a map pick. Their map picks after this, so if they take 1-1,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely in their favor at this point. I think this should be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go on another team's map pick, you can get a split. That's a win for home team, I think. That's what I'm applying. RL's going to be on defense first. I don't know if I would give defense the edge over attack on mines, depending on who you're playing. But I would say it's a relatively even even split on this. I wouldn't say on mine that I prefer attack or defense. Obviously, that can go from who you're playing, but we're getting right into this. These guys are going fast.
These guys are fast, yeah.
Yep. So on the side of one, we got 2 VZs, Chieftain, 3 CSs, and Tehran. On the side of RL, we got 3 VZs, Type 5 Heavy, 2 CSs, and a Tehran. So be interesting to see if one tries to. I wonder if they read that lineup and they try to go the one line. And I doubt they would because they would probably RL would probably have the VZs to punish that. I see pings coming in from RL.
Yeah, one line, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I know that strat. If it's what I'm thinking in my head. But I won't get ahead of myself. Gambo will probably accuse me of stealing the strats again anyway.
One's gonna go straight off for one line here.
Yeah, well, I don't think they are. Oh yeah, they are. They're sending 2. Why? I'm surprised they would send 2 and not 3. This CS is they're gonna get hammered.
They're gonna get hammered.
They're setting up to punish us, and I really like this play by RL. I really like this. They should absolutely delete this guy.
One miss.
They're
not
shooting him. They're not
pin,
shooting him.
Pin.
Okay, now they're shooting him.
He should go down here.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Russian RNG just nailed him with the Type 5 Heavy and saved that. Black Mirror going down. Well, nice Black Mirror. That was a nice poke. And it's Turbo Time just threw away his tank.
Oh,
He just threw away his tank.
That's not good.
We call that the Willows poke. Well, I usually, to be honest with you,
RL sitting over another medium to be able to handle this the CS.
Yeah, they want to get this guy out as fast as they can before the gun turns on him.
He lit him on fire. Already. Got him lit on fire.
Yeah, they turned on him already, but it's still a 2v1. It's still a 2v1. If Reality is able to kill this CS, that is huge. Black Mirror's trying to shield. That was good. He got a bounce. We gotta get him. Gotta get him, boys. Gotta get him. That was a bounce. He can get him. Nice job. Black Mirror played that very well. He killed that one-shot tank. He shielded there. He pinned all his shots. There you go, Black Mirror. I'm giving you a compliment. That was really well played by him. Now they have that. They have that vision. Kind of interesting that one didn't rotate anybody to the other side because these VZs are really have their backside exposed. That I think one can kind of play that. I don't think RL's got to force the issue here. They're in good spots.
Mm-hmm.
It would really be nice to see them actually be able to have a guy back at what is this grid over here? Maybe like J7, J6 back here. Where you play Noodle and you super conquer.
Right.
You kind of spot that line because one's really got that free, but it looks like one's gonna try to go for. Oh, that's right. I'm seeing ping. Oh, they're moving the VZs down. I like this by RL again. Put both the VZs on the backside. Keep the pressure. Right now, if they're able to move the CSs up to get Kaza in the rear, or if Kaza tries to poke, I think that would be even better. Be interesting. Omega does get proxy spotted. Kaza gets proxy spotted. They should tell the CS you should come up and try to get Kaza, but it looks like they're moving a CS to get to the backside from one. So we got both teams rotating on opposite sides of the map. I don't know what you're showing, but it's gonna be hard to watch this. Russian RNG trying to make a trade. Unnecessary in my opinion right now.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage for that.
Yeah, but that's just completely unnecessary. Like, you got the VZs coming behind. They can't shoot anybody, right? And you just really he needs to survive to keep that.
He might die here. He might die to
He's going to die. The CS is going to kill him. I mean, he's dead, right? But that's why I was kind of saying you wanted a tank where you play your Super Conqueror, because now they gave it to him, right? You follow what I'm saying? Now, the VZ Santi is probably going to go, and he's probably going to poke this hill. They're going to spot the Terran, and this Terran is going to eat it.
Yeah, he's eating it.
He's eating it. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. So he's done. So unfortunately, the VZ is going on the backside. Even though I like that play, they didn't move anybody back there to stop them from getting that spot. So that's kudos on one for doing that, and kind of a shame that one, RL wasn't able to take that. Like if RL was gonna move all these tanks around, you need to get a guy back there and move him back, or take the hill.
They left that side of the map wide open.
Yeah, or completely like if they're really gonna abandon that, you need to go with the hill with Russian RNG, and everybody just goes to the hill when that rotations. That would have had more tanks, but I also don't think that was a play either. So I would say the punish was good enough when they went down to one line. Black Mirror played well. He got the tank out. This was RL's game to lose, and they kind of it's Turbo Time made a big, huge mistake in the beginning of that game, just trying to get shots in when he didn't need to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like giving
RL
them
played
like
it well at the beginning, and then
like
throwing away a tank.
that's a whole different ball game if like let's say Turbo Time's still alive. Let's say he goes down the hill. He's spotting the hill. That CS goes around. He clips the CS. They know he's there. Then they make a play. Completely different scenario, right? But because you give him that tank and you're so spread out, it's a tough domino to come back from, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
This
know?
Terran from one's moving around, gonna get some shots on these RL heavies
Yeah,
here.
they're kind of just stuck here, unfortunately. Like they're still in like they don't really. It seems to me that one doesn't really know what to do. I mean, not one. RL doesn't really know what to do with one moving around. Now, one's still got to cap or kill him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
time's running out.
realistically, like one's play is the A cap. Like if you're looking at the map right now, they have no way of defending the A cap. All one has to do is just get on the A cap, have guys on the hill, and they die. So I think they're kind of just going to kill him.
Yeah, that's what they're looking
play.
for here. Which they're getting
Black
Black Mirror
Mirror's
punished
trying
hard.
to move. Oh yeah, he's just getting toasted. But you had to do something. You had to do something.
He might actually get the CS here.
He's going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Mirror's having a game. It's sad, but really good plays, and then you weren't able to pull it out. I think just overzealous pokes a little bit, and
Oh yeah,
maybe
for
not
sure.
quick enough. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But on the flip side of that, that's a game you could look at that really could have went either way. RL's in this, right? So, where I would say, I mean, I can't see the predictions, but I don't know who bet on who, but I would assume more people probably predicted one.
The prediction's over, but I can tell you it was 89% for one and 11 for RL. Yep.
Yeah, so you got 89% for one, and this is a one poke, one rotation, one more pin. I think they really could have swung this.
Oh, for sure.
Right,
For sure.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I think RL's really. I think they got more of a grasp of. I hate to use the word meta, but meta.
I mean, it's like I was saying at the beginning. I really think RL over the course of this season has basically went from a team that didn't know what they were doing, wasn't used to the new metas and stuff, to a team that's trying to get their head back in the game. So congrats to them. One's gonna take the victory on that side though.
Yep, on the side of RL, we got Carr and his VZ, 2,400 damage. Black Mirror and his CS, 3 kills, 2,200 damage. He's the only guy in RL who killed anybody.
Yeah,
so that's good for him. Talk to me, Goose back in his kind of farming. 18. Yeah, what do you got? 1,800 damage in the Tehran, and then you got Russian RNG in his Type 5 heavy. I think everything was going good until he kind of made that poke. Now I don't know if they saw the CS get behind him and he kind of said, "I'm going to die anyway," but I actually think he did that before that. 1,500 damage. You got Wolf, who ended up trying to make that cross and getting set on fire. Still was able to land 3 pins. You got 1,100 damage out of him, and then you got the 2 VZs only able to hit 1 pin each there. You got 500 and 420. It says the other guy pinned 2 shots and did.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm not sure how that happened.
I don't really think that is possible. But that, I think Turbo and, Omega not hitting that cross as well as they could have, and then kind of getting overzealous really, really hurt them. Because if you look at, the other VZ, right, they were all together, and then there's a big difference out of that.
Oh yeah, there's a huge difference in damage.
Yeah, that's where it kind of went awry, but I'll give you the side of one.
Yep, over on one, we got Kaza at the top, VZ, with 2 kills, 46-25. That's a good game. We got Reform Wheezy. Game. Yeah, got Reform Wheezy in the Terran with 4 kills. Cleaning everybody, man. 26-87. Idle in the Chieftain, 24-10. Saint in the VZ with 2,082. Led in the CS with 1605 and a kill. Reality in the CS with 1541, and Dodger Blue in the CS with 0 damage. Oh yeah, so he's the one that took
Yeah, Reality was the guy who was in a 2v1 that set him fire. I mean, Reality did what he could, but that's also what I was kind of surprised that one just didn't go all 3 CSs.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah,
he got 3. Or maybe they thought, hey, RL's going to see that they're not going to send anybody over there, but they were ready for the punish. So I kind of That's a tough one for RL because I really think that they had a plan. The other
Yeah.
team kind of played into their plan, and it still didn't work out for them, which is tough. But we'll see how this one goes. Oh, that's right. I always forget that chat's on a delay.
Yep.
Well, I guess chat's not on a delay, but the stream's on a delay, which really makes chat on a delay for me.
Yeah, it's really weird how Twitch does that, right? You know, we've got a 5-minute delay in the stream, but our chat is like instant, right? So, you know, it works out.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work out. How does that work out? That doesn't work out for me. I'm sitting. They must have just watched the last game. I was like, right, man, nice comeback. You know.
Yeah, they're actually currently in the midway point of mines, the first match of mines, yeah.
Oh, we're going right in again. Wow,
Just
these guys move
flying,
quick.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys move quick. So on the side of RL, we got a Chieftain, a Valor, IS4, Batchat, 2 CSs, Tehran. On the side of one, we got 2 VZs, Type 5 Heavy, 3 CSs, and an E4. No Tehran. Weezy's going with the E4. Really about the only change. They're bringing a Type this time. But you're probably, I would think, you'd see kind of where RL. So I kind of think that one might kind of mirror kind of what RL do, but we'll see. One kind of has their own strategy on some maps and do some things that are a little bit out of the ordinary that work.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how this one goes. Big match for RL. I think RL is going to establish the hill first. Kind of interested to what Goose is trying to look to shoot at.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
I don't think he can render that.
He
If
might just
would've
blind
moved
fire.
up.
Yeah, he just blind fired. He's a
Yeah,
little
I
early
mean,
on it, but
what is the chance of connecting that though?
yeah, I mean, well, I mean, look,
I guess
CS
if you're
got
gonna go
spotted.
to A4. Yeah, but he won't render that anyway. See, what kind of I always yell at people for this, but you see how the CS is like you can spot there and get shots there for the late guy.
Yeah.
They all kind of just went to the hill. Like nobody went to this rock. Nobody went to go get any punish on that, and that can be that's damage you want, right? Like when you're attacking, any damage is good damage, man. You know, but one is kind of in a typical setup. They are doing something interesting instead of them hiding, you know, like a Tehran or a Batchat in the back. They're hiding a VZ, which is a little unordinary, but Type 5 Heavy does make one hit. But they got 3 CSs on island, normal, E4 in the spot, VZ kind of holding the back line. So very typical Mines defense that we've been seeing forever, right? Little bit different with the
Little
VZ,
bleed
but
coming in for one here. They got a bleed on the IS4 and the bat chat.
the Batchat. Oh, that's just a bad poke then. Well, the Batchat can't play that hill.
Nah. But she's coming off.
So this is going to be up to, let's see if RL's done the homework and is able to break this, what you would call, I guess, a turtle. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's kind of interesting that they're really, really hiding Santi back here. I wonder if Santi would look for shots on the DSs, or they really want them to go into Kaza. But then again, it's still, you know, it's 1,000 damage and you're on reload for 20 seconds. I think they're, you know, opposed to a Batchat that's going to give you 2,000 damage, or a Tehran that's just going to pump 1,000 every 13 seconds.
Yeah, the VZ back there is different, that's for sure. Oh, Punish coming back in for RL is just taking Punish up here. They were able to get some shots on the E4 though.
Yeah, they got him. Like that's the one thing about that E4, you get spotted around that corner. It's tough to back up. They do get your lower plate. I've been in that corner enough. The thing about the only kind of thing that's kind of about one, like, you gotta stop taking that damage, Omega.
Yeah, this guy's just bleeding.
You gotta know, like, Omega's gotta tell him, like, yo, dude, they got 3 tanks back there. The other guy's gotta be like, yo, stop poking. But their really plays, they gotta get cap pressure on A. Now, the one thing about where you think they'd be able to poke the hill a lot better here is that they don't have anybody proxy spotting. The Type 5's going back now. Like, one knows that they gotta make a play for the A cap, so it's really going to be up. It's really going to be up to one to really count the tanks and know, hey, we can blow up the A cap. Hey, we can reverse push the hill. Hey, we can come down the water and get behind them. Read the tanks, make the right decision. One will win this. If they don't, then they won't. Now, it'd be interesting if Kaza exposes himself to the Tehran. that Tehran from that corner can be nasty. They're only bringing, they're bringing the IS-4, they're bringing Tehran. So typical play that you always see on NA. Sure, you probably see it on EU too.
There you go, Chad Rowe. Got a message that our Calamity logo was covering a timer, so got that fixed for you.
Oh, the bad chat's eating it.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to look at him before I fixed that, but he's
He just got blind shot. Like everybody knows that.
yeah,
spot.
I was gonna say he's getting in a spot everybody knows about.
Good blind shoot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got up there one time. I don't even think it's that good. Oh, he just eats another one for good measure.
It used to be.
This is what's kind of hurting. Yeah, this really is what hurt RL last match. Right, you're giving them too much damage, too much free tanks, and when you haven't come up with your play yet. So this is just damage. It's not like you're taking hits for anybody. It's not like you're pushing anywhere and getting a position while you're eating this damage. You're just eating damage, right? And that's just that hurts because eventually those plays have to happen where you have to take that spot. You have to get the pressure, and when you're a one-shot bat, it's the big. Well, I guess it's kind of mostly two-shot, one shot for half the tank. Where when you're in a bat chat, if you can take a hit or two and hand down your whole clip, it's a whole different ballgame. They did spot Santi in the back, though. They do know he's there.
Yeah, they're getting him spotted pretty easily, actually.
They really need to get this IS-4 on cap, let this Tehran do some work, and be ready to punish wherever one goes. But the clock's ticking, 5 minutes on the clock. Now, on mines, I think you try to do this a little bit earlier because the IS-4, most likely to reset or two.
I think I'm seeing RL's pings.
I don't know which side you were on. I think I was
either.
seeing RL's side last time, but I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Good pin. But he ate the HE back. But he should be able to beat this reload and put another one into him. Oh, he bounced. That's too bad. That could have been a big pin. You really want to get this Type 5 out. You really want to trade well with this IS-4 against Type 5. Oh, and he eats one.
Yeah, he's not playing the route very well.
Good. Yeah, and Russian RNG is a good player. He showed it tonight. When he was in the IS-7 on the one line, he's been battling very well. But that one poke last time, but mine isn't working out for Russian RNG, unfortunately. Kaza came down.
I see that. I don't.
That's interesting. I don't hate it because apparently, everybody on RL wants to eat a shot from the back when they poke the lines. They got one back in now. Now they should see that the CSs are rotating, right?
Yeah, but they got him. They got him lit.
Got to keep his health. Yeah, Russian RNG's got to keep his health. If he would have been able to land those shots, and that Type 5 is, down an extra. What does that thing hit for? 490?
Roughly.
It could be down. Hey, I mean, in theory, this Type 5 could be one shot, right? And that changes really the dynamic of the game if Kaza's got to push instead of this Type 5. But now, when you can see where Goose is, Goose has got to try to move up and look for shots on this Type 5 heavy. It is a tough shot. I've played that spot in its ran. Good shot by Russian RNG. Oh, he didn't get it. Goose shot it, didn't get the pin. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, the Type's just going to have to come in now and just throw his health away to get a reset.
Yeah, but if Goose can reload and put a shot into him. Oh, he bounced again. It's a tough shot. He's only looking at the top. Probably top of the turret. Probably going for the hatch if I had to guess. Just didn't get the pin. Didn't get the RNG to go his way, but...
He did get the reset.
He can't back up. Like, Russian RNG's got to know he can't back up. He's going to eat it from idols. Oh, when he shot the thing with heat. Wow. That's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not good for RL.
It's not over yet. I mean, getting close. I mean, the thing is that Tehran hits one of those shots. That IS-4 hits one more shots. Koza's got to go in there and pin an IS-4 or kind of monk into the camp, so to say. I actually think RL wins this match.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Not being able to kill that Type 5 heavy like that. This Type 5 heavy has bounced too much damage.
Yep.
Right?
RL's just kind of... They're just getting a little wild now, going for what they can go for here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. If he got that Type out, I'm not real sure they could have got the reset, honestly.
No, not without really eating it. Like RL had the hill, you know, they would have really had to commit. You know, if they poke from this backside, the guys in the back from one wouldn't have been able to hit them, and they really would have been able to get Kaza probably in the backside, right? But and realistically, if that type died and Kaza had to come there, the Tehran could have hit idols in the back over here where he was, right? And it really would have. RL probably would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
unfortunately, too many misses, not enough pins. Now, I actually think, if I was seeing correctly, I actually think Goose hit the Type 5 Heavy's hatch twice and just didn't pin. And that's just unfortunate. You know? Oh, no, looks like he kind of got him in the gun mantlet. He really wanted to get the cheeks. Looks like he's got a bunch of marks on the gun mantlet. He's got one in the hatch, a bunch in the gun mantlet, one kind of on the corner, so... I would say, you know, Morrow gets those shots, but that's how it goes sometimes, you know. So I always tell people to pin their shots. I tell Burns that every night. Doesn't help him, but I still tell him. Oh, they kill the Type 5 Heavy now. That's about, unfortunately, you know, 5 minutes too late.
Yeah, I mean, RL was really trying to clean it up here.
They still kept this very, very close.
Extremely close.
Like, you know, idols are just back there kind of hiding.
That round's going to go to 1. But, man, both
Close.
rounds were extremely close. We're going to still move on to RL's map pick, though. They can bring this back.
Yeah, we're not going to stop playing. We're not going to stop playing, you know? But on the side of RL, we got Carr and his CS, 2 kills, 3,400 damage. Solid game. Russian RNG still was able to hand out 2,200. Like I said, keep repeating myself. Would have been nice, maybe a couple more pins. Omega and his Chieftain was on the hill, 1 kill, 2,200. Black Mirror and his Valor, 17. Talk to Me Goose, 1 kill, 1,600. And his Tehran. And then you got Wolf and his CS was able to do 1,200 damage. And then you got the Bat Chat that kind of lost a lot of his tank, only able to hit 1 pin. That really hurt him too, to be honest with you, on the side of 1. That's all you.
Yep, over on 1, we've got Idle at the top with the CS, 3,100 damage. We got Dodger in the CS with 1 kill, 2,815. We got Lead in the Type 5 with 1 kill, 2,000 damage with 32 block. It's kind of probably what won on the game, honestly. We got Cause in the VZ55 with 1 kill, 1824. We got Reform Wheezy in the E4, 1 kill, 1779. We got Reality in the CS63 with 1 kill, 1166. And Saint rounded it out in the VZ with 518. Looks like we're just waiting on RL to pick their map here. Which, if I'm RL, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna go for a map where I can work some flanks. And they picked Immels.
Yeah, 1's usually pretty. It's kind of weird. 1 is usually people try to stay away from Himmelsdorf on 1. They're very good at it. They play a very fast game usually. They play it very good, but don't hate the pick. You know, I mean, I think RL's been for the most part, you know, battling toe to toe with them, right? You know, those are 2 matches where a couple warm pins, not such a bad poke here and there, maybe a good poke here and there really changes that. I think this is, like, ironically enough, I'll say I think this is the best I've seen RL play, even though they're losing 3-1. I think this is a little bit, if they're a little bit cleaner, they're playing super, super well. All right, so.
Yeah, I mean, for me, though, I feel like, you know, 1's players aren't, they're just not giving away free hit points as often as RL, right? So I look back at the Prague game. I think RL played that really well. I think they slowed their pace. They put some thought into it. They made really good rotations, and they pinned their shots. So, you know, for me, if I was them, I would have went for another map where I could have done some rotations, especially based on, you know, your team's got some people that are kind of giving some hit points away tonight. You know, Himmelsdorf, you're going to get punished if you do that, right?
Well, it's kind of been 1 for 1. I mean, 1's kind of give it back to him here and there. I mean,
For sure.
But I think I would like to see RL not get discouraged because they're close, right?
they're
And
super close.
sometimes matches go like that. Like obviously we got RNG in the game, and I saw where that Tehran hit the hatch, and I hate to say it as somebody who plays a Tehran, that's where he wanted to hit him. He went for that hatch. He wanted to hit him there, and it just didn't go in, right? Like that's not really necessarily on the player now. A lot of people who cry RNG, usually it's on them. But in this case, you're seeing the rare case of really where it wasn't, right? And usually, you want that IS-4 for the heat to get right through, right through the Type 5, but it's how it goes. So we'll see how this goes. When we saw one play decoy, I guess what was it 5 weeks ago now?
Roughly, yeah.
Ago, a little bit over a month ago, we saw them go very, very light, very VZs, and it seems like here, as I say that, they bring out a VZ, but
Yeah.
here they got 2 types. So, and I think RL was maybe thinking they were going to go types, but they're actually changing to 50B, ironically enough. So every time I say something, he went back to it.
Yeah, the match you're talking about was where we were really concerned about the VZ play, right? But those VZs were pumping.
And they were pinning. They were pumping and pinning. You want to be on the other side of a pump and a pin,
Pumping a pin, baby.
That's it. Not good. Looks like we're going to get right into this one. And one's going to defend. I would say probably attack on Himmelsdorf is a little bit easier. I always say this every time we do this. Probably said it last night, repeating myself. You got to rotate with slow tanks. And on the side of RL, we got a Chieftain, 2 Type 5 Heavies, IS-4, 2 50Bs, and a Tehran. So definitely the speed a little bit on RL's favor here. On the side of one, we got a VZ, a Chieftain, 2 types, IS-7, IS-4, and an E4. So pretty standard lineups. Maybe the RL taking a Chieftain. I don't see a Chieftain a lot, but they're both taking a Chieftain. I kind of see it here and there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's got crazy DPM, crazy gun, 2,300 hit points, can do some damage, but can be pinned by types and that new tank that everybody seems to love. So. And we'll see what RL's looking to do.
I'm going to send a type up with a 50B and a Terran and a type down.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they're going to put the Chieftain in a window, probably like the G4 window to spot. He should be able to spot the E4 very easily. It looks like Reform Wizzy is going to go to the typical E1 spot. One's got a IS-7 typical B2 spot, BZ at the C3 spot, and then they're going to have 2 types and a Chieftain holding the back line on the A line. So very, very standard setup. Now Kaza is going to spot that they're not coming down banana, or they do have 2 guys here on banana, but probably not going to come down. See, I would like to actually see Omega in the other window. Right? Like he should be in the other window. The spot. The 3 line. Spot C3, right? Because like right here, he's
type
not
took a
spotting.
Shot.
See, the thing is like Kaza can get spotted from the other window, and he would have to back up because you have people on the hill, right? But because Omega is here not spotting anybody, now these guys are just trapped. They're trapped on this, and Omega decides. I think he bounced the shot. Sounded like from the E4, but like now they spotted the E4, but he could have just taken 850 damage to accomplish that. So Omega should have been moved over, and I think that's cost him a little bit of hit points here. But you got 2 types versus an IS-4 and a type just in a standoff over here, and I don't think this is a for them. So I think if you're RL, you gotta go down the hill and try to get these 3 guys out, or leave 1 guy there. You gotta get this other medium, the other 50B, to go back up to the hill and make this play. I have a feeling. Is this 50B playing? This guy ain't even playing.
Oh, hopefully.
He's not playing.
No, he's playing. Or he's just got
playing?
back. He's moving.
Oh, he's moving now. They gotta get him on the hill, and they gotta try to make something happen because Carr and Wolf Silver over here are really they're trapped, right? And the other thing is you're giving one time to rotate. Like Santy's already kind of moved up. I don't even think that was a good move. To be honest with you, Kaz has kind of moved back. Wolf just ate another shot. Like you're not gonna out trade Type 5 heavies.
No.
Right? No, you're just not. They're just gonna sling you. It looks like Turbo's trying to set up an ambush, like he thinks like one's gonna flank them on there, but one ain't gonna move, dude. Like there's no reason for them to flank during no panic. Like how much damage is the one lost? None. Right? So they're gonna win. Now it looks like they're coming off the hill. Would really like to see them to take the other 50B. If you're gonna come off the hill,
Yeah.
why don't you take the other 50B and bring that clip with you? Right?
They're also going to push.
Now you're kind of going. You kind of got a 2v2 on the bottom here, but the types are just going to be. Oh, and Carr's
big
just
shot.
eating it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just eating it. See why? See if the other 50B is here, they're dropping 1,600 more damage potentially, right? I believe he just died. Yeah.
Yeah. Carr went down.
Yeah. Blackmere, you better back up. Okay, done. And the Tehran instead of the E4 was an interesting pick. I don't necessarily hate it. I tried it myself a little bit. I didn't really. I think the E4 is just better on this.
One's making rotation to bring their other I7 and VZ in.
Yeah. Well, they're coming now because the jig's up right there. Once they came off the hill.
Oh, they got him on
Russian
fire.
RG is burning. Yeah, he's burning. That's tough. Wolf is walking right across VZ's. VZ and an IS-7. Now he's turning. He's going to eat a Type 5 in the side of the head. He does for 750, and he's just as good as toast.
Russian RG
Somebody
goes
else
down.
just
Wolf is going to
died.
soon to follow.
Yeah, Omega's going to get pushed by Wheezy. As Wheezy shoots the guy coming down Banana for good measure, and he's going to push into Omega. Turbo's got a little bit of a clip going, trying to bring it back a little bit. Oh, that's a good clip from Turbo.
He did. He pinned all four.
It's a good clip, but Blackmere's all by himself. Obviously, he's going to go down. Now you just got the Tehran on the hill, who I don't think has really been able to do too much damage.
I don't know that I've seen a shot come out of it.
He's got 2 pins. So. But unfortunately, he's the only man alive.
Well, that's going to take one to the 4-1 victory. But man, there was 3 matches that were, pretty close.
This one could have been really close.
And another fire.
Things, I think the fire didn't help, but I think not having that chieftain in the other window, I think that would have helped them. I think if you're gonna bring 250Bs, you might as well use them in tandem. I think them getting stuck on that road, like that Type 5 heavy, lost all of his health
to the
on
E4.
Banana.
Yeah.
But he just lost all of his health on Banana, right? And like, you pretty much just gave him a free tank at that point. But on the side of RO, we got Talk to Me Goose, who was able to land a shot at the end of that too. 1 kill, 2,600 damage. Blackmere in his 50B, able to really actually pin all 6 of his shots, 2,500 damage. Then you got Omega and his chieftain, 1,600 damage. It's turbo time, and his 50B, who did go 4-for-4 and kill a tank and pump out a 1,600 damage clip. I would have liked, but if he's able to get more than just 1 clip, maybe that changes it. Russian RNG got set on fire, which was unfortunate at the top of the hill. 1050. Then you got Wolf, who got stuck on Banana Road, only able to pin 2 shots, 850. And then you got the type that lost all his health on Banana Road, only 550. And it wasn't like he was really taking shots for anybody else but the other guy next to him, who was just good as dead too.
For sure.
And on the side of 1.
Yep, over here we got Lead in the type at the top with 5390. That's a
Jesus Christ.
That's a banger of a game there. We got Kaz in the E4 with 1 kill, 3116, another good game. Idle in the Chieftain with 2 kills, 2415. Perform Wheezy in the IS4 with 1 kill, 2317. Reality in the Type 5 with 1 kill, 1556. Saint in the VZ with 1398, and rounding it out is Dodger in the I7 with 2 kills, 258. So GG's to 1. They're going to take the victory here over RL, and we'll see how this bracket's going to play out. I think a lot's going to depend on the next couple of games. So I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. There were some really good games. RL played very well. Like
Don't take anything away from them. They did.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that's the best I've seen them playing
100%.
against them. And I don't play against them a lot, to be fair. And us streaming them, I really think that a few major things. I think that's a very, very good team. If it's a few little kind of tweaks here, or a few more pins, or not as bad pokes, I think that comes from experience. Like, they have good players. They don't put up the WN8s that they have, because bad players, right? They have good players, and we said it a million times. They maybe need to scrim.
Yep.
If they need to scrim, they can hit me up.
Yep, for sure, absolutely. So congrats to one, and we will catch you on the next one. Tubbins, I really appreciate you doing this with me. I was glad having you. I know everybody likes to have you here. Chat, stick around.
I don't know about that, but I'll take the compliment.
Chat, stick around. I'll raid you over to somebody that's playing tanks as soon as.
Remember, when you get raided now, you got to hit a button. They told me.
Yeah. So when I do
button.
the raid thing, chat, it'll pop up above your chat, right at the top of the chat window. You got to click on there to join the raid. If you don't, whoever we go to, you don't go to them. So make sure y'all click join the raid, and then show whoever it is, a little bit of love. Drop them some follows, say hi in the chat, whatever. So I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, which might be tomorrow. We'll post in Discord and Twitter, for sure. But I think we're looking at, scrimming a League 3 match. So we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Hey, Noodle, let me take him out. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds in a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos. No safe landings in a war zone, that's real. Got sauce, no tartar, and I drop bars, that's fact.